Okay, today I will be interviewing Mark Anderson. He is a basketball player and knows a lot about athletic things, playing basketball, and has a very nice career in that. So today we're going to ask a couple of questions about what he feels about basketball, what children can do in order to become great athletes as well. So, Mark, how old were you when you started playing basketball? Or you felt like you were interested?
I would say I was about 4 years old.
4 years old. So what brought that upon? Like, was it watching like basketball, uncles?
My uncle played. My uncle was actually one of the best players to come out of the city of Dayton. His name is Dwight Anderson. So you could say it was pretty much in my bloodline,
Oh, to play basketball. So it's something like you almost were born with a ball in your hand at that point.
pretty much.
Okay. Well, I do know that you do work for some open gyms and you participate and volunteer. Can you describe a typical open gym?
Like basketball wise, it's pretty much the same. Just 5-on-5 competitive. Mixture of age groups. Some young, some old.
Okay, great. And describe your off-season routine in order to stay in shape during your off-season when you're not playing as much ball during the off-season versus when you're not playing.
To be honest, I never like I played pickup continuously. Like I never was even in the off season. I just stayed in the gym pretty much.
You just stay in the gym at all times during even off-season. Okay. So when you were playing high school, college ball, how did you handle the tryout and the cut process? And if you were ever cut from actually a team?
I was never cut. But the tryouts was pretty much, the teams, it was pretty much set in stone who was going to be on the team. So that's something that I never really worried about.
So what is your philosophy on someone moving up from junior varsity to varsity and they may not be as strong as the coach may think they are? What's your philosophy on that?
I would say if they're not ready, then they should probably just stay at junior varsity. By the time you're a senior, you should be playing full-fledged varsity anyway. So if they're anything younger than a senior, then they should just take their time with it.
Okay. And what does being benched mean to you? I know it can mean several things, that you're not a good player, that you're injured, or that you just need to take a break, or, it's just not your time. So what does that mean to you when your coach benches you or puts you on the bench?
It could mean a lot of things. It could mean that maybe the coach sees something. He may see a better chance with a certain lineup that he has in the game, or it's just pretty much a strategic thing, pretty much.
Okay, so what are the 5 vital steps that a kid or a teenager can take to become an experienced player?
They just gotta from day one. They just gotta love it. They gotta continue to work at it. I mean, if it's something that you want to do and you really want to do it, you gotta block everything out. You may hear some people saying that you playing ball too much or you working out too much, but if it's something you really love, just don't let nobody stop you from staying with it and just getting better.
So you did play college ball. I was able to Google search you. You're a pretty popular person when it came to that. What are 3 things you took away from playing college ball?
Well, to be honest, I had my most fun ever playing basketball in college. Like, that was the most fun that it's ever been for me. I just learned to work harder. It taught me a little more discipline, and it taught me to listen a little better.
Okay. And how different is street ball or community ball different than playing organized?
Oh, it's a complete difference. Street ball is just pretty much like helter-skelter, pretty much haywire, you know what I mean? Organized, it's a lot more structure. You run plays, you got a coach, you have substitutions, you have referees, like it's a whole 360.
Okay. And do you believe that being an athlete is a gift, or do you think that it's hard training, meaning that someone who really isn't that good, do you feel as though they can be coached to being the best, or do you think they actually have to have the gift to play?
I would say a little bit of both, but the reality of it is that the guys that have natural born talent, they have like more of an edge. But you got some guys that have natural talent that don't work hard, and they think their talent is going to just get them over the hump. When there's somebody out there that's maybe not as good as them, working harder than them. So.
Okay, so just a couple of few questions, and so far the interview is really great. What is the vision that you would have for our up and coming youth pursuing having hoop dreams? What would you want to do personally for the community if you could for these children?
I would maybe like volunteer with some camps and things, like some basketball camps, and volunteer like training them. Actually, me and my uncle, we over the summer we trained some kids up at the Riverview Park. We probably had a group of 12 kids or so, and it was probably like twice a week. So the kids that really are into it and really want to get better and really want to advance, I wouldn't mind working with them.
Okay, and do you see yourself in the future still being involved in basketball, whether it be coaching, playing, or educating or mentoring youth?
Yeah, oh yeah. At some point, I'm probably not gonna be able to play as much as I do now. So I would stay around and coach and stuff like that.
And just for the last question, do you believe it's important to be honest with a child who really doesn't have the potential to go pro and rear them in a different direction?
I
know that's a hard one because you really love it.
I mean, you don't want to kill the little kid's spirits. That's a tough one. I don't know. I mean, I've never done that before, so I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? And if they're still a kid, you never know what can happen in the next 7, 8, 9 years. They may, because some people that I know that wasn't good as a kid, they was good in their teenage or older years. So, I mean, I guess that's something that you should probably hold back on.
Okay, most definitely will. Thank you so much for the interview. It was really great. It's informative, at least to give some background information to who you are and how you feel about your community and where you think your path is going to go. So thank you so much for this interview, and you have a great day.
You too.